Filthy Show has extremely explicit content. It is not intended for children, adults, or anyone, really. Especially retards without a sense of humor. If you offend easily, please fuck off now. Welcome to the Filthy Show podcast. I'm your host, as usual, Adam Luckey. We got my co-host, Senor Butt Liquor.
Butt Liquor.
We do a fun nickname for him every week.
Senor this week?
Senor. Yeah, because you're Mexican. Not a lot of people know that. You are Mexican.
I am Mexican, and I do lick butts.
And I put up...
Those are two facts about me.
Putting up with the fact that you're Mexican is a lot harder than putting up with the fact that you just like to spread little boy butt.
I like to spread them wide, and I like to lick it clean.
Yeah, and speaking of little clean boy butts, we got Heath Cortez here.
Hey.
Ooh, my heart's pounding right now, dude.
Oh, I feel
Let
the
me
tension.
see the boy butt.
I feel the tension right now, the sexual tension.
It was hilarious.
That's bad for me.
Us picking you up. Because we picked you up from your apartment, and I have a daughter, so my entire back seat of my car was just filled with like stuffed animals and blankets and stuff.
Yeah, there was a car seat for me. I appreciate it.
It was just me clearing out all these stuffed animals and putting them in my trunk, and then you walking up.
It was
Were you
amazing.
Star Kid 2004?
Mm-hmm.
I do have that new Halo beta I was telling you about. You strike me as a man that wipes pretty good.
Yeah, I have a bidet. I have to use a bidet.
Does it shoot you up off a little bit?
So yeah, it's definitely something I had to adjust to. I got like one of those portable bidets because I'm not like smart enough to install an actual bidet.
I heard those aren't that good.
It's not terrible. It does the trick, you know. I a lot, so it's very helpful.
Do you
a lot?
Do you take dirty shits?
I take dirty shits all the time. Yeah, it's a problem.
You probably got like a tiny little ass though.
Tiny little ass, you know, tiny little stomach, so it's just always coming out.
Oh yeah,
coming out faster than it comes in.
A big girl ass.
Mm-hmm.
It's like real plump, and it's not fun. That's why, like, whenever people are like, check out that girl's big ass, I'm like, I know how hard it is to wipe something like that, and I know that she's not getting it all because no one can get it all.
Yeah,
I'm not saying I'm not getting it all, but I'm not always getting.
You got to
it
get a bidet, Adam. You probably got such a dirty ass.
Bidets literally changed lives.
I would need like a fire hose.
Yeah,
I was miserable until I got my bidet.
Adam's just like, Chris, I need to wipe, and I just walk in with the fire hose. 4 other guys behind me.
Isn't it wild that toilet paper is still like the primary thing that people are like, let's take thin pieces of paper and just scrape shit out of our ass.
It doesn't work that well.
And I get bidet is a good alternative, but why aren't there more alternatives?
What would be the other alternative?
Shit liquor.
Okay, yeah.
I bet rich people probably have something like that. Just some little Armenian boy.
Just poor little Asian boy immigrants,
Oh, Glasgow. And he comes running in. He's not
on
happy.
all fours?
I'd take that job for the right price, you know?
You'd be a shit liquor?
Yeah, for the right price.
What's your price?
Maybe like $500 per shit, you know?
Wow.
That's not bad.
$500?
That's $1,000 a day. That's very
true.
fucking good.
That's gonna pile up really quick.
Yeah, save some money.
Yeah.
Discipline.
I would go salary.
Salary?
Salary's better because what if he gets really addicted to Vicodin or something for
That's
like 6
very
months,
smart.
and then you're not making any money.
I actually would
extremely smart.
I would go $250 per lick.
Per lick? Oh my God.
Good
I would go per lick.
You would fucking rob my bank truck.
Yeah.
I'm a 10-lick boy, and I know I am.
You shouldn't be making the same amount of money for a small little woman as you would for like a 500-pound man.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Oh, just like a big fat, like the fat guy from Borat.
Yeah.
You seen that
You gotta
movie?
lick that guy clean.
Yeah, that's very fair.
What a great
I'm
scene.
gonna go at least $250 per lick now.
Yeah. There
Damn,
you go.
per
I
lick.
thought about this beforehand. This is
Nice.
You
something
better
I've
be
always
looking
thought about.
pretty good then. You better be up in there.
Oh, for $250 per lick, they're gonna get their money's worth.
We were talking about this before, like the whole question, like, would you suck a dick for like $500K? We were saying, if you wouldn't do it, you're closeted gay.
Yeah,
Like,
honestly.
you have to be. There's no way. Or you're super rich and you're like, I don't have to do that. Which still, I'm kind of like, you could use $500K. That's easy money.
Who couldn't?
Who couldn't use a sweet $500K?
Is 2,000 too low to go?
You
'Cause
said
I would do
I would do it
2,000.
for $5. He said he was
To
gonna
suck a dick.
Yeah, he said he was gonna suck a dick for $500,000, and I was like, I need it for $5K right now.
5K.
Yeah, anyone who wants me to suck their penis for $5K, please hit me up.
The problem with
I need
that
it.
is that I know by saying 500,000, no one's ever going to come up to me and ask me that. But if you put 5K, especially you,
Yeah,
because there's probably a lot of dudes that are like, "Whoa, that's it."
yeah, I need that supplemental income right now.
There's a lot of boys that look like you that are being forced to do it for free. So
Yeah.
5K is pretty
I'm
good.
blessed, baby.
Yeah,
I'm
sure. You're
blessed.
good.
An actual kid blows you is probably pretty
Oh, yeah.
expensive. I would
Yeah.
assume so.
Oh,
But
yeah.
they don't get paid because, you know, they're just children.
You don't
It's,
have to
it's illegal to
fucking
pay
hustle.
the children.
bullshit. These kids deserve to get paid. They're doing real work.
All the payment goes to their parents, obviously, you know?
That sucks, dude. Hollywood is so corrupt.
What I'm scared is you're gonna be sucking this guy's dick, and then he's gonna find out you're not really underage.
Yeah.
And then you're dead, dude.
Yeah, I have
Just
to be a good liar.
He
you
goes
know?
soft instantly.
He sues you for misrepresenting yourself.
Yeah.
You got to
so-
look up and say "gat" a lot.
Get
Rizzler. You got to do that. That's what kids do, I think. Rizzler. That's
Yeah.
something.
I'll just dab every time I make them come.
No,
I'll
that's
just
too
dab.
old. That's like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
God damn,
That mean
yeah.
you were 15
I'm
like
not
3 years
even on top of it
It's like
anymore.
boring.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know
it's
what
a
kids
problem.
do.
We said we really wanted to make an OnlyFans with you. Have you ever considered that? Because I mean that money's
mean,
not clean.
It-
But that
No.
money's green, dude.
It's green. I would be interested in it. I don't know how much money I would make though.
We'll do it for you.
I think you would be one of the biggest people on there.
I would not want to do it if I was broke, but if I was rich on OnlyFans, why not?
Well, you're
you
gonna
know?
have to go through a month of probably not making a lot, and that's
Yeah.
gonna be the worst month of your life.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
terrible.
And the types of pictures you're gonna have to take, you're not gonna be stoked. I mean, you're gonna be just selling Polaroids of you in a garage, like doing this. Like, that's gonna go for like $5,000.
Wearing a little Peter Pan hat.
Like, we're gonna play Peter Pan. You're like, I don't like this game. That video would sell for so much money.
At
Yeah.
Forever Boy 69.
I
That's
feel
your OnlyFans name.
I feel like with you guys as you know, my confidants and managers in my OnlyFans career, it could work out. So, yeah.
You get a
We're
mean
gonna-
10% of all earnings.
10%?
problem. Yeah.
Oh my.
Anyone we're bringing in to fuck you in these videos, we gotta be in this room.
Okay, yeah.
We can't- You can't be alone
I
with
want
that
both of
person.
you guys in the corners just watching.
Yeah, we're just ready. Like a fucking UFC ref. I'm like, as soon as he comes, I push him off. He's done. He's done. He came already. Calm down.
Too
Would
much
you-
for the boy.
Would you let men on your OnlyFans?
It depends. I'd have to be making twice as much.
Yeah, if the fans are begging for
20%?
it.
Yeah.
He would be made. I would
Anything for the
say
right price, you know?
easily 65%.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing: is people aren't going to look badly at you nearly as much as they're going to look badly at the guys who are producing it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You're just the innocent little boy.
Just a little boy.
Little production coming soon. There's got to be porn stars.
Yeah.
Is
I
that
mean,
bad to say?
Porn
There's
stars.
another. We're missing a word there.
Hey, can you type it in?
Yeah, let's look up
No.
child porn
top
stars.
10
Please.
top 10 porn stars in America. They're not in America. They're in like Ecuador.
Oh, yeah. Those are the hard movies to find.
That's that does suck to think about, but some are going to be better than others.
Mm-hmm.
that's just show business.
And what
Oh, yeah.
fucking sucks is those stars are my competition right now.
Yeah.
They
That's a
have
good
like
point.
5 years of experience
oh,
on
no.
me.
We're gonna have to watch it to see what's popuar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How's the homework going?
I have to
Shut
watch it
bad.
now.
It's
We
Just
gotta have
going
to watch
bad.
hours of that sucks for us.
It's for my career.
Yeah.
We might have to bleep out. All right. Let's stop saying it. I'm giving Justin.
Sex films.
Yeah, that's better.
No.
No, just call it Netflix's Cuties.
Yeah.
Award-winning
sense.
films. I didn't watch that. I couldn't have that on my Netflix queue. That's just not good.
That's smart.
I can't look like me and have.
Is this still on Netflix?
I think so. I don't think we should look that up after what we said.
Is
No,
that a
no,
thing?
no, no.
Netflix cuties? Is that a thing?
Oh, you didn't hear about that?
No.
So that came out probably like 2.5, 3 years ago during COVID, and it was essentially just a movie about like kids pageants, I guess. But the
Oh.
whole thing was like, what made it weird was the advertisement for the movie is like these girls like, girls just want to have fun. It's like 8-year-old girls just dancing, spraying each other with confetti and stuff. It's really uncomfortable.
I mean, you got to keep them entertained somehow during the pandemic.
Yeah.
As long as they're
cooped
not
up.
spreading the disease, you know?
But it was weird because it was like, it was very much like Republicans were like, this is disgusting. And then liberals were like, no, it's art. Like, you guys are stupid. I'm like, can we just all like say it's bad?
Liberals are pedophiles. It's confirmed. Liberals are pedophiles.
Known fact.
I
Mhm.
think probably most likely, yeah.
Yeah.
More so. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think Republicans are doing it too. But
Mhm.
I have noticed that everyone's always throwing the blame at just liberal politicians. I'm like, look, if you could do it, you do it.
Yeah.
Like when it's on the table.
There's something that comes with all that money and power that just makes you want to have.
Boys,
I
yeah.
think what it really is just that you can do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like it gets to the point where they've probably done everything like that's okay to do. And then
Everything's
like,
so boring, and then just a little boy hole
Yeah,
comes
that's right.
out of
Just that
nowhere.
one little child hole.
I just want to
Uh-huh.
play volleyball with a
It's like,
kid's head.
ooh, so exciting.
There was that one story, I forgot what it was called, but it's like a conspiracy theory technically, but I think it was like these kids that came forward in like the 70s or 80s, and they all claimed that they had been kidnapped and taken to this like island or like this place where they were forced to, I'll stop using the words, to do unfun stuff with other kids. And one kid, God, we might not be able to say it, but I'll do it. Maybe we'll cut it if it's really.
That is so cool.
And then they watched the video. And
I've seen worse stuff on Pornhub, to be honest.
Really?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Wow, you gotta send me some links.
I will.
And this guy claimed that Stanley Kubrick was directing it too.
That's why it looked so good.
Hell yeah, dude. I mean, it
The
took a little while.
cinematography was great.
Took a little while to get to
Yeah.
that scene. Don't get me wrong. There was a lot of long, drawn hallway shots.
Yeah.
Where's the money shots, Stanley? That would suck. Like you get famous and everything's good, and then you get there and you're like, oh, really? Like this is really what we do?
I don't know, man. It could be the biggest part of my career. I'm down. I'm down to try it. As long as I'm not the one getting shot in the head, you know, show
Yeah.
business is show business.
You're like nicotine free, dude.
Yeah.
Free fun for these boys. Damn, yeah, that is wild. I gotta assume like Gary Coleman and Webster did not have it easy.
Yeah.
Do you know who they are?
No.
They were like black U's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gary
Okay.
Coleman was like a very famous
Pull up, can
actor.
you pull up Emmanuel
Child
Lewis?
actor.
Was he what you talking about, Willis?
Yeah. He had
Okay,
the same
gotcha.
disease you have.
What you talking about, Willis?
Wait, you're black?
Yeah.
Look at him.
That's Gary Coleman. So Gary Coleman actually did kind of get more masculine features as he grew up, while Emmanuel Lewis, he played Webster. He was like a child forever.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
see, he's got like that little baby face.
Yeah.
He's got like that Hasbullah face.
Mm-hmm.
You know who that is, right?
Mm-hmm. I know who Hasbro is.
Would you
I'm gonna
fight
kick
him?
that bitch's ass one
Yeah,
day.
dude.
Yeah.
You should
You would
fight him
destroy
I'll
him.
murder that bitch. Yeah.
Fight him on a Jake Paul
Uh-huh.
card.
Oh, I'm
That'd be
ready
awesome.
to fuck that bitch up. Yeah.
He does punch pretty hard for a little tiny guy. I don't know where that power
Yeah.
comes from.
I'll tell him to hit me harder. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a
It's just like
fuck.
Austin Powers fighting Mini-Me. You just got him up there fighting you, motherfucker. That's how have you ever seen the Child's Play movies, like with Chucky?
Yeah, I saw like at least one or two of those movies.
I was
yeah.
always like, just throw him.
Mhm,
And they
yeah.
do. That's the best part of those movies is when they get him off and just chuck him across the room. He's like, "Ah!"
And it never works. He always comes back
He's
stronger.
fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in a lot of the movies, he used stealth. Well, then he
Mhm.
became more of like a strong killer, and I'm just like, I'll take a doll on. I don't care what kind of knife they have.
Yeah, and he's biggest. He's definitely the biggest pussy out of all of them. You know, you just
Mhm.
fucking chuck him.
Well, he was a legitimate
Send him
serial
in.
killer first,
Mhm.
and now he's in a doll.
Then he did voodoo, got into a doll.
It
But
was
then he
very,
got downgraded. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, it was very weird that his whole thing was he wanted to go into a boy's body, a
Yeah.
young boy. That was it. It's
Well,
never
the
an
story
option.
was it was the first person to see him walk and talk like himself.
Oh, is that what
he
it
had
was?
to
It was
take
only
charge.
Andy.
In the first movie, yeah.
Oh,
Andy was the first one that saw him from true self, so he had to get inside that little boy.
I like the first one. The first one
That's a
actually.
beautiful metaphor.
It's
Pedophilia.
a beautiful metaphor
If
for
a little
life.
boy sees you doing bad stuff, you have to get inside of him to make it all better. That technically isn't it? There's nothing wrong with what I said.
No.
Because it's
No,
all the
it's
plot of
art.
Child's Play.
It's art.
He's trying to put your hand on his head and go, Ale Mui Tembala. Give me the power. The first one originally was just going to be that there was no alive doll. It was
Mhm.
just the kid doing it. And then they
Oh.
decided, I guess, like halfway through, they were like, let's get some doll shit in here.
Yeah, that makes it a little cuter.
I love, dude, there's one, you've probably seen the first one, right? There's this like
Mhm.
super scared the shit out of me when I was a kid, where she like has the doll. She's kind of starting to think that it might be alive.
Mhm.
So she takes the batteries out, or she opens up the battery thing and there's no batteries in there, and its head whips around and it's like, I'm Chucky, you want to play?
Yeah.
So she throws it and then she picks it up and she like knows it's alive and she's trying to get it to talk. So she turns on the fireplace and he
Mhm.
starts being like, fuck you, bitch. But there's a Spanish version of it, like original Spanish. Can we try to find that? Just Spanish dubbed Child's Play. And he's it's so
It's so
not
ridiculous.
scary, but it's kind of more scary because it sounds like she didn't make his torta right. Super fucking mad about it. He's been mowing lawns all day, and then that's got to be it. Yeah.
A ver, hijo de la chingada, deja de estar viendo memes, pendejo. ¡A la verga! ¡A la verga, hijo de tu puta madre!
Oh my
It sounds
God.
like he's speaking any words.
Yeah, that guy phoned it in.
My brain would break if I heard a doll say that to me.
That's scary. It's scary as shit.
It's scarier when you put yourself in that situation. Not only is it a live doll, it's a Spanish.
You don't even know why he's mad.
Yeah. Explain yourself.
Why are you
Oh,
mad?
wait.
Too much, puta. I remember, I knew that. I had that yelled at me when I went to an all-Mexican school. It's not good.
Oh yeah.
It means he wants to fuck
When a
your
Mexican
mom.
guy's yelling at you, it's scary.
It's very
They
scary.
whistle a lot. Mexican people are really good at making whistling scary.
Are they?
Yeah.
I did not know that. Can we pull up some Mexican whistling, please?
Top 5 best Mexican whistlers. Cholos, I feel like, whistle a lot. They're like, I can't whistle, so I just
Yeah.
gotta make like a little peep sound.
Cholo whistling.
Shop on eBay. Oh, Mexicans whistle on eBay?
You can buy a whistling Mexican on eBay.
Holy shit! How much?
think that
How
was allowed.
much?
Wow,
Anymore.
they do everything.
Mexicans
I
are
fix
like,
your fence. I whistle.
they're a more varied race. There's a lot of different types. Here we go.
Like a cholo, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
He sounds like a little bird.
He's a little bird.
damn!
That means you're about to get stabbed in the
Yeah.
ass.
Holy shit!
You think it's a nice bright morning, but then
Yeah.
you get stabbed by a Mexican.
Yeah, but see, that guy
Cholo
looks like he could be
mating
a
call.
cholo or like a PE coach. Like that's the thing about Mexicans. is
Yeah.
They really do. They vary a lot.
They blend in with
They're
between
the most dynamic
PE
race, I
and
think.
cholos.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the thing is, we were ranking ethnicities as parents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and
we do this in our free
This
time.
is gonna be
That's good.
racist.
Yeah, well,
Hey, I don't think we didn't have whites at the top for the best.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
that's fine.
That
Yeah.
makes it not racist if we're not putting
Exactly.
ourselves number
well,
one.
yeah,
I mean, we're number 2.
yeah.
Okay. Well,
I
you know,
personally
you
think
have to.
Mexicans are the worst with their kids.
But
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
also make the argument that Mexicans have so many that it's harder.
Yeah, that's
Because
why.
I think that's why they kind of get accustomed to just letting them run around and get crazy
Yeah.
because it's most Mexican families are bigger.
Mhm.
Like that's what I noticed. And
I
but
think the more neglect you put into a child, the better he's gonna turn out. You know.
eventually, though,
Yeah.
it comes full circle.
But
You're
it
gonna have
fucks with you
that's-
at Walmart when the kids just keep running in front of your cart.
yeah.
Mhm.
throwing-
Well, you just smack
maracas.
them.
You know,
Yeah,
little
actually,
smack.
they might be cool with that.
Mexicans are cool with you smacking their kids.
Yeah.
We should bring that back. That was good.
Hitting
I think,
kids.
I miss smacking kids.
You
I never
should.
did it, but I think I'm gonna start pretty soon.
I think you
It's
should be able
fine
to
for
hit a
you.
kid.
I can
Then
do
it's
it.
just a normal
Yeah.
street
Yeah,
fight.
it just
at
looks
that
like a
point.
fight.
Yeah.
Just-
What? What?
They're
like-
arguing over Fortnite again.
Yeah, you wanted to
Louise.
go on the monkey bars next, and he went on in front of you, and you're fucking pissed about it.
As soon as I leave this pod, I'm gonna just beat the shit out of some kid.
You could. I mean, you definitely could fight like a 14-year-old. But then also, what if you just get your ass starched?
That would suck.
Then you're gonna be like Cat Williams.
I would have to. I would definitely have to fight more kids until I just beat the shit out of one. You know?
That's the scariest part about fighting teenagers is that you could lose. Some
Mhm.
teenagers are really strong.
Yeah.
There were some teenagers here the other day, like 3 or 4 guys, and they were like they were drunk and they wanted to get into the club. They wouldn't let them because
Mm-hmm.
they're underage. And then they started like harassing everyone out, and they punched one of the comedians. I mean, it didn't really do anything,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like they have numbers on you.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I
Beaten
don't-
up by a bunch of 14-year-olds.
I would try to stray away from fighting a group of 14-year-olds.
Okay.
Now, like
I-
10-year-olds.
Definitely, I would not fight a group of 14-year-olds.
Yeah.
But one 14-year-old, it's worth biting the shit out of them. You know?
Yeah.
I'd bite the shit out of that
Can you
14-year-old.
fight? Have you ever been in a fight before?
I've never been in a fight, but
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm
You
so
look
ready.
like you wouldn't be able to bend your arms when you punch. I don't know why.
Yeah.
You do have long arms.
Dude,
Hey, don't hit that way.
holy shit. That
Chill
was
out.
You're going to break the shit. That was a 14-year-old. He'd be pissed right now.
No, dude.
Can you do that again? Going.
You couldn't look like you would
The only way
swing
I
yourself.
can bend my arms is if I dab, you know?
You're so scary.
Very aggressive on that mic. That's
Well,
not a 14-year-old.
The thing is, the key with fighting a group of 14-year-olds, you see which one they like the best, and you absolutely destroy him.
That is true, because I don't think most 14-year-olds have like the morale to watch their friend get absolutely shattered,
Like to the brink
and
of his.
still be very confident in the fight. Those are like some of my
You
favorite
break the
videos.
core of the hive. That's all you
Yeah,
got
you
to do.
curb stomp that 14-year-old, and the others
There's-
run away.
There's one video of like this 13, 14-year-old kid, and he's pushing this dude that's not even that much bigger than him. It's just like a man, but it's like a chubby dude with glasses, probably like just a couple inches taller than the kid. He's like pushing him. He's like, "Fuck you! What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?" And then finally, the dude just shoves him, like probably as hard as he could.
Yeah.
And the kid just fell on the ground and starts crying.
Yeah.
And it kind of fucks you when they start crying right away, because now
Yeah.
it goes from that kid deserves to be like, ugh,
They're still kids.
you made that kid cry.
I feel like they deserve it more if they start crying. You
I
know?
think so too.
Yeah.
It doesn't sway me. It
Beat
just
the
makes
shit
it
out of them until they pass out.
For
You know, for
people
being
who-
such a bitch.
who just walk up. It's
Mhm.
not a good look for you.
It's not, but you know, you just gotta trust your gut and beat the shit out of that child.
You got to trust your gat.
Mm-hmm.
You get.
What is a gat? Have you heard that?
No, I
That's
haven't.
a thing, kids. Because I don't know. Sometimes when I'm scrolling through shit, for some reason I get a lot of 14-year-olds dancing.
I wonder why.
I don't know
wonder why.
I press the thumbs up button. That means no. That means thank you, but no more. That's what that means, right? I bash that button. But for some reason, they keep coming back.
You gotta make a complaint. You know, you don't want them to get the wrong idea.
I DM these kids and I tell them, I'm like, hey.
It's like, hey, I really like your content.
I say
slow it
things
down.
like, I love your dancing. We should hang out sometime. Like, I'm doing my best to get these kids to stop posting stuff. Here's my phone number. Text me. I have Snapchat. I don't think you should be allowed to have Snapchat over the age of 18.
Yeah.
There's other apps to talk to drug dealers. That's all. Because I think that was the only like legitimate reason to have it.
Mm-hmm.
And then talk to teenagers.
Yeah, now it's like just a children's app.
Well, yeah, it's Sam Walker. He's a very funny Canadian comedian who's like 45.
Yeah, he has to be at least 45.
And he was the only one in the entire room who had Snapchat. I'm
Yeah.
like, that's not good.
No,
That's weird.
no.
He's a 45-year-old. I think that's what like Chris D'Elia got in trouble with. I feel like.
Snapchats?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there was that clip where he's like, they're talking about Snapchats, and he's like, well, you couldn't like show anyone that because Snapchats go away. And they're like, well, you could take a screenshot of it. And his face is like, what?
Wait, what?
Have you seen that?
That is such a funny.
No.
It's so fucking
Just the realization that,
That's very funny.
he's fucked up.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
like he can't hide it because he's like, oh shit.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if he banged teenagers or anything, but well, I mean, probably like 18, 19 years old because I think he did admit to
He
that.
may have been
Mhm.
talking dirty to them,
But-
or like,
There was that documentary that another comedian made about him that it did kind of make it look like he was doing some weird shit.
Yeah.
Like, he's probably not the coolest guy.
Nah, it doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, he's.
But also, if you ever want me to open for you, Chris, you're a super cool guy.
Oh yeah,
add him
same
on
here.
Snapchat.
I don't give a
will.
shit. Like I would work with him. I was supposed to open for Brian Callen the weekend he got like fully canceled. I
Really?
still was going.
I didn't
to.
even know he got canceled.
Yeah,
I'm
apparently
behind.
they said he did something.
he did some
Bad.
bad things,
I
apparently.
don't know. I really don't
Apparently.
know. My whole thing is like, if they were like arrested for it, I guess. But even
Yeah.
then, like I would open for Mike Tyson. He
Yeah.
went to prison for it.
And everybody
Mhm.
loves Mike Tyson.
That's
he's a
true.
convicted rapist.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good example of someone who was able to completely move past that. A lot of
Yeah.
people feel he was guilty or innocent too.
And they're like, this guy likes pigeons. He can't be that bad.
Yeah, the thing about it is, honestly, is that, like, you can be a piece of shit, but if you're more talented than you are a piece of shit, then no one gives a fuck.
Mhm.
That's all it is.
Oh.
Yeah, you got to be really talented.
Mhm.
Like Michael Jackson. That's my whole thing with him. Is everyone's like the people who are like he didn't do it. I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, we all agree that we don't care.
Yeah.
Well, let's not sit here and pretend like he didn't do
Mhm.
it. He did it.
Of
Well, who
course.
gives a
We
shit,
can
dude?
bop the Thriller and also realize he licked little boys' assholes.
Lord. That just doesn't sound like the story you make up. That doesn't feel like. All right, you gotta
was-
pretend like
yeah.
Michael Jackson did some stuff to you. What are you gonna go with? Like he touched your wiener, like he gave you a massage? I'm gonna say
He spread my
ass,
asshole.
jade himself, and licked me up.
while they were looking at a
Darren.
cardboard cutout of
What a
Robert.
creative child.
Darren, no. I was thinking a different story. That's making me sad. At the the very least, we know that he was just sleeping in bed with kids.
Yeah.
And then whether or not he like lost out on his childhood, which that's the thing is like most pedophiles were victims themselves. So it's like it's not a very good excuse. But most pedophiles didn't write "Man in the Mirror."
Yeah. If you write "Man in the Mirror," who gives a fuck?
I'm looking at this kid in the mirror.
Looking at this kid's anus.
I'm licking his ass so clean.
Yeah, that song "You're Not Alone," and I wanted to parody it and go, "Your parents are not home."
That's great.
I'm here with you. And hey, here's the thing: these parents were getting shit too.
Yeah.
Like he was giving them like dope hotel rooms, like concert tickets. That man could perform.
I think the parents knew what was really going on.
The
They were
parents
just
are
playing
pedophiles
dumb.
by association.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I have a daughter, so he never would have offered me the
Mhm.
chance because he was a gay
No.
pedophile. But I don't know, man. Like sometimes you just got to look the other way.
A chance to go to Neverland Ranch. Yeah. Do what
Okay.
you got to do,
You
baby.
can take
do
my
it.
kid to Neverland Ranch, but I'm also coming. Oh, you're
Mhm.
gonna watch us? No, I'm gonna do my own thing. You guys hang out. I want to ride the train.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a whole train.
I'm gonna go play with the monkey, dude.
I think was it Cat Williams that had that bit where he's like, you put stuff in your house to accommodate the people you want to fuck. Like he's like, I love bitches, so I got like silk pillowcases. I got like Alizé because bitches drink Alizé. He's like, so if you wanted to fuck little kids, what would you put in your house? Arcade machines, cotton candy machines, a roller coaster. He's like,
Yeah.
and what did Michael Jackson have at his house?
Neverland fucking Ranch.
Yeah, the best place in the world. I don't think that was never like open to the public, was it? Maybe
No.
now.
Yeah, it definitely is now.
Maybe
Maybe
you
it's
go
kind
to-
of like a Graceland kind of thing, like
Oh,
Elvis's
God.
ranch.
The ultimate Neverland Ranch experience.
Yeah.
If you pay extra, you can go up in the top room of the house, and no one ever fully knows what happened.
You can show Michael your ass.
We all kind of know, and it
Kids get
hurts.
to visit for free.
I've always
Free is
really,
never free.
I very much appreciate black people with their unity to each other because they will just be like, even if they know OJ did it, they're like, nope,
Yeah.
we don't give a fuck. He killed some white bitch. I'm like, that's pretty badass.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're ride or die for
Mhm.
their race. We don't have that at all.
But Michael's a traitor, you know?
well, he had like a disease.
He's a
right?
traitor.
He had like your disease, but with his skin.
Okay. They say it's a disease.
Like you have retarded body. He had retarded skin. That dude, when you were on Roast Battle, and I was like, Heath isn't actually a child. He's just retarded. It got so quiet.
Yeah.
I thought that was funny, but I guess that is a little aggressive.
I liked it. I thought
Yeah,
it
I
was funny.
figured you would
Yeah.
because you have a really good sense of humor. But in retrospect, I'm like, yeah, if you don't know that we already kind of knew each other, and I knew that you didn't seem like the type of person that would bother. It does just seem like I'm calling a little kid retarded.
I'm a little retarded.
That is funny. I think that's like one of the funniest jokes is to describe any illness as retarded.
Yeah. He's just retarded.
Yeah, I have alopecia. I can't grow hair. Oh, you got hair retard? You're a hair retard?
Retardism on the hair.
That does work. That word can't be taken away. That's just not fair.
Nah.
Because it was a medical word to start with. Like it was a
Yeah.
legitimate.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, before mentally retarded, I think the actual term was mentally hilarious.
Mhm.
Yeah, it didn't change. No, I think it was moron. I think legitimately before they called them retarded people, they called them morons.
Morons.
And that was like the actual word. Like your kid's got a little bit of the moron on him.
That's actually very fascinating. The fact that, like, you know, moron, you can call anyone moron now.
Mhm.
And that might have been like the biggest slang of them all.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know,
But that's
30 years from now,
Calling
we'll
a
just be
kid with
using
Down
the
syndrome a
N-word.
moron is a lot worse than retard. What is this little moron petting puppies hard? What the hell's happening?
At one point, Negro was like the main word for black people. Like that was the politically correct term. And
Yeah.
you use it now, people they're not stoked about it.
Yeah.
No.
I'll tell
Mhm.
you. They don't
I
get
think
super
a
stoked.
Negro is a pretty hard one, in my opinion.
Well, it's just Spanish for black. So
Mhm.
it's
Yeah.
actually not that bad, but it's a little close.
Yeah.
It's definitely a little close to the other one. You have to say Negra.
Negra. It makes you cool when you say it. Yeah.
it's better.
Or at least Negor, you know?
Were you able to find anything about that? About what it was before the word retarded came into play?
Mentally hilarious.
I think I heard that.
Mentally
somewhere. That's not mine,
hilarious.
but it's still, that'd be hilarious if that was the original one.
Yeah.
Because, dude, they used to treat those people so bad. Now they get to just hang out and go meet John Cena and stuff. Like their lives are good.
Oh yeah.
I wish I was mentally hilarious.
I think I understand that I would never like call an actual retarded person a retard.
I love to do it to their face because they never register.
Well, they're
you know?
mad for like 2 seconds,
And
but
then
then
they forget.
you just hold up a DVD of Hannah Montana and like, oh, deleted scenes, and you're like, yeah, dude. It's got commentary from Billy Ray Cyrus.
So we got inappropriate categories.
Okay, so is this
It's
old?
not a list. It's just
Like, so the blind and the deaf is inappropriate.
So the disabled and the handicapped is inappropriate,
yeah.
and then appropriate will be people with disabilities, the disability community. Well, that's kind of fucked up to assume they're a community. What a terrible
Yeah.
community, too. Those lawns aren't getting mowed.
The
I'm
most
telling you.
They ain't going nowhere.
No one has cars in their fucking driveway, just a bunch of bikes and razor scooters.
Inappropriate. Normal person, healthy and whole.
Dumb, mute.
Dumb,
Oh,
mute.
so someone that used to not be able to talk, they call them dumb.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Person
Yeah.
who cannot speak. Has
You
to,
dumb
so
as
what,
fuck.
what this chart shows is that if you want to be appropriate, you just got to
There's-
say way more
Yeah.
words.
yeah.
It looks like over
Oh,
here.
there you go. Retard,
Okay.
mentally defective, moron, idiot, slow, imbecile,
Downs
feeble-minded.
person. Downs person is inappropriate?
Mongoloid's my favorite one.
Mongoloid rocks.
Yeah, that's a fun
Mongoloid
one.
sounds like a fucking WWE wrestler.
That's not bad at all.
unknown.
That makes them sound badass.
Mongoloid.
The Minnesota Mongoloid.
Yeah, Mongoloids makes them sound like they're a cool gang that fights
Makes
the
them-
Power Rangers.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it makes them feel like they're a part of like who's that guy who fucked like everyone on the universe and now we're all related to him.
The Mongols. The
Mongols.
What's that guy's name?
We were just talking
How do
about
we not know? Yeah, we were just
Genghis Khan.
Genghis
Genghis
Khan.
Khan, yeah, it makes him sound like a Genghis Khan boy.
Genghis Kong and the Mongoloids. That would
Yeah.
explain why they were such a strong
So they're so
army.
retarded
Oh,
now.
Could
they
you
were
imagine?
powerful.
Just a nothing but Mongoloid army. We must storm this fort. Inside is Game Boy Advance.
Yes,
father.
Tonight we feast on Paw Patrol macaroni.
We will all play Pokemon Red.
Oh my god.
Give us all your paw-shaped mac and cheese
An
noodles.
army of retarded people storming China.
Oh my god, that's brilliant.
They would win.
Yeah, they would have
Oh
to.
yeah, that wall will
The
come
fact
down.
that we don't have like sanctioned like retarded sports is insane to me.
Mhm.
Because I used to volunteer at the Special Olympics because I had a cousin who was mentally hilarious,
Mhm.
and she actually ruled. I'll say this because my mom's side of the family is very like strict, like Christian conservative.
Mhm.
She was the only person that I could like talk to about cool stuff like music and like how much fun yo-yos are. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
like we really connected on a lot of stuff. But she had a really really good taste in movies and music. We both thought that Homeward Bound 2 was better than Homeward Bound 1.
That's not
Really?
true though.
It's not true, but she agreed with
So
me.
you're both fucking mongoloids. If you think that's
We
true.
both thought that Osmosis Jones should have won Best Picture, even in the year it didn't come out in.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Which doesn't make sense.
I'm with you on that.
But we think
That's a timeless
2007
film.
was its year. Fuck the wrestler, dude. Osmosis Jones. Bring it back. Did you write in Osmosis Jones? Yeah.
Why not?
We gotta
man?
stop having a Down
It
syndrome
deserves
person
it, dude.
on the academy. But yeah, dude, those sports rock.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of Down syndrome kids stole a golf cart and were driving it around while they were trying to do a race. It was one of my favorite days of all time.
Yeah.
They were having a blast too.
Oh my god.
They know how to have fun, man.
Mm-hmm.
No one's really as happy as those.
I want to
people.
party with some Mongoloids at some point, you know?
Yeah.
Would you rather be Down syndrome or like severely autistic, like Hans Kim?
That's a good question. Yeah.
And you're Korean.
Down syndrome, you just like, I feel like, I don't know, this could be like not true, but I feel like you're unaware You know, like Down syndrome would be amazing.
I think, I think it's more like when you're really young and you still have, because that's basically what it is, to just have the mind of a child.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas an autistic person has the mind of a child who's also a cyborg and smells weird.
Yeah, you have like a Siri embedded in your brain
Yeah,
when you're
you're
autistic.
automatically obsessed with swords.
Yeah,
that's just in you.
Yeah.
I don't think you could get rid of that. Dude, have you ever watched Dating on the Spectrum
no, I haven't.
on Netflix?
Oh, it's
Nah.
the greatest show
It's
ever.
the best because it's so funny because they're all super autistic, so they all like the same things, but they freak out when they realize that. It's like, so what do you like? I like medieval castles and swords. So do I.
I thought I was the only one.
Who would have thunk?
They break out into song randomly. It's fun.
Oh yeah,
It's like a real life musical with
It
these
is,
fucks.
Oh
dude.
my god!
Yeah.
Should we finish this spot up with just watching Love on
I will watch Love on the Spectrum.
Can we pull up Abby? Because Abby, if you saw her, there's no way you would think.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
she's like the most autistic one of all.
Oh my
and
goodness!
her boyfriend, like if you see her boyfriend, you're like, that seems weird because he seems so much more autistic than her. But then when they talk, you're like, actually, he's kind of reining it in a little bit more. They're just
Yeah.
on the beach and she looks up and she's like, those are birds. He's like, uh-huh. And she's like, we're not birds. We're people. And he's like, yeah. Like, you're right. Can we go up to the very top? It looked like it was her and David.
Before we watch it,
All right,
I'm
then.
gonna take a pee break real quick.
Okay.
Pee break.
You can take a pee break.
Pee in my mouth.
You have to use the little tiny urinal there. All right, we're back. How was your piss?
So good, best piss of my life.
Really?
Normal sized
Mhm.
wiener?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're wondering. Is it
You know,
normal?
I heard recently that it was pretty big for my
Really?
size.
That's
yeah.
nice.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, that could just be like
Yeah.
a normal size wiener for
Mhm.
us.
But
yeah.
here's the thing,
Still not
exactly.
bad,
yeah,
You know?
that's pretty fun. How come your wiener's the thing that grew? That's my point.
Honestly, it
question.
didn't grow enough, but it grew more
It's
than I
probably
wish.
fine.
If
Well,
I
it's still a
could,
child wiener. It's got one of those hats with the spinning thing on it.
yeah. Here's a good question. If you guys could, would you replace all of your penis inches into height inches?
I'm already like 6'4".
No,
I'm
yeah,
too tall.
we're not tiny.
Yeah.
men.
Yeah. Yeah. I think maybe
You
I
would?
would. Yeah, maybe like 1 inch penis for like 3 more inches of height.
An inch
Why
of
not?
penis for 3 more?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you know,
How tall
just,
are you now?
just to break the 5-foot barrier, it would be worth
Oh,
it. Yeah.
no.
I'm 4'11".
Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So like you and Joe Rogan are about the same.
Yeah.
You guys,
I'm getting.
I think I'm for
you can sit on Rogan's shoulders with a trench coat.
yeah. I'm
You guys
gonna
will be as tall as Chris.
I'm fight Joe Rogan for Madison Square Garden.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck you up.
No,
yeah.
man,
But,
I'm
oh
ready.
my god, it'd be so funny if you just caught him clean. You get his podcast, the Heath Experience.
I'm gonna train to beat the shit out of Joe Rogan.
You got a pretty
wow.
good sized fist.
Yeah,
You don't got a tiny fist.
Joe Rogan killers right here.
You got long arms too.
Yeah, you just got bamboo arms.
Uh-huh.
You got orangutan arms. You just run at him with your fist. That would scare the shit out of anyone, dude. You'd look like a grudge kid. Joe's like, I gotta fight a grudge kid later. I'm not stoked on that. So so back to dating on or love on the spectrum. This is Abby and David, and watch, you'll see. Here, can we just start it?
Yeah.
You'll see that it seems when you at first glance that one of them should not be with the other one because she looks very normal.
Mm-hmm.
She's pretty cute, to be honest.
Are you saying autistic people aren't cute?
No, not for the most part, dude. They look like me for the most part.
Hey.
Hey, it's nice to meet you. Oh, I like your shirt. I see you have sharks on your shirt.
Thank you.
That's so cool. What's your name?
David, what's
Nice
yours?
to meet you. I'm Abby. Nice to meet you.
Nice to
Oh, they're doing it again. I
Oh,
love that.
yeah.
Let's go look at some
You
animals.
got to introduce yourself at least twice.
Oh, I'll tell
with
you what,
autism.
too.
Ones I like.
Every single date,
Oh,
always
big
the zoo.
snake.
Oh, yeah.
That's why they always choose the zoo, dude. They love the zoo. It just makes sense to them. I don't know. Every time they're like, what do you want to do? All right, we'll both stay on 3. 1, 2, 3, zoo. What? You do? You don't want to go do laser tag?
I am a cat person.
I have crippling depression.
What the fuck
What
was
the
that?
fuck was that?
What
I
was
love
that?
This place.
Was that a part of it?
I don't know. Did that cat just say he has crippling depression?
Are we autistic too?
Look, this is blowing their
Now, these are one
minds.
of the largest types of owls in the world.
Oh my
Hey,
god.
big owl.
He's taking a picture of the black girl. I never seen one of you. All right, this is weird. Is this
Yeah,
edited?
Somebody's
It has
fucking
to
with
be.
it.
Yeah, let's get out of this.
Oh,
But yeah, so that's
when you
Abby and
turn
David,
your
and
head-
I think they've been together for like 3 years now.
They're pregnant
Oh,
now.
that's beautiful.
I believe she's pregnant, and I think they're engaged.
That's amazing. They're gonna have another
It does.
like extra autistic
Oh my
child.
God.
I like to think it comes out normal. Like it's one of the normal kids.
It just comes out as Rick Diaz. My parents are autistic because they're autistic. All right, that's a joke, I guess.
God, can you imagine being their child and trying to live up to their expectations of life? Like, Mom and Dad, I gotta tell you something. I don't like the zoo.
I'll tell you what.
Fucking bullshit.
tell
You're
you
not
this.
my son.
Rules are going to be really easy to understand because that's
Oh,
another
yeah.
thing. These guys love rules.
Yeah.
It's always like their favorite things are movies, dancing, rules. These favorite things, the sound of a donut being bitten into, a man waving his hand too hard. You're like, wow, these guys have very specific likes and dislikes.
Mm-hmm.
The best thing is when they'll take like a really not that autistic person and just put them on a date with like almost a normal or a really autistic person with like almost a fully normal person.
Yeah.
It's an amazing series. They did 2 seasons in Australia and now they have 2 American seasons.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was a thing. I knew like the Downs one was a thing, or which one was
Yeah,
first?
they did. This one was first. The down
Okay.
ones didn't work because it was way too much like them just running in circles.
Gotcha.
They couldn't wrangle them up so much. They had a Tard wrangler on set. That was me.
You just has
Hey, boys, come on.
he just has one of those dog catchers trying to leash their necks.
No, we're gonna play Super Smash Brothers after this scene. I told you guys.
You
that.
guys have to fuck before we play Smash Bros.
You can all be Donkey Kong. You can't all be. It's not a big deal if you all choose him. No one's gonna be that mad about it. It rules. They should have like a dating show for people like you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they should. I think there's only like me and the TLC girl though.
Would you get
Kid
it with the TLC girl?
Probably not. And that's what's so fucking funny.
That's
It's
fucked
Oh,
like,
up,
that
dude.
girl.
I
yeah.
have so much internal pain and suffering, you know, from not finding love.
Yeah,
but
but
at
dude-
the same time, I see that bitch and I'm like,
Not her.
I ain't a goddamn pedophile, you
a sex tape between you guys.
Biggest in the world.
Over. It's
Yeah,
over.
for the
Yeah,
paycheck.
everyone.
Kim
for the
Kardashian go
paycheck.
fuck herself compared to that
Oh
sex
my
tape.
God.
Oh my
But you
god.
If
reenact
she
the
wants
Kim
to hit me
Kardashian.
up and make some money, I'm completely down.
Yeah, and your wiener's gonna look pretty big compared to her.
Yeah.
for sure.
Mm,
Or she
mhm.
just has a giant vagina.
Oh,
Yeah,
so big.
It will look big for my size and her size, you know?
That would be insane if she just had the biggest pussy ever.
Oh God, you go inside of it.
That would be
All
very
of
funny.
you. You have
Mhm.
a flashlight.
Yeah.
it's like the descent.
So, this is a really dumb thought I just had.
Okay, so
Okay, so you know how like when you go through puberty, your penis gets bigger? What if like when girls were like born, they had like gigantic vaginas?
Oh,
they shrink?
And they
And
shrink.
during puberty, it
Yeah.
shrinks.
Yeah.
Some girls do have big ones.
Mhm, and they shrink during the growing up process.
Thank God for that.
Yeah.
That's why you don't want to have sex with kids. You won't even feel it.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
huge. You ever like see a porn where the girl's like very attractive and then the vagina kind of ruins it?
hmm
That happens
all the
sometimes.
time.
I don't like hangers.
The vagina always ruins it for me, to be honest.
It's not I hate that it's not just a big floppy top that I can just milk cum. I like to milk cum. I don't know. And girls just you can't
It's
do
like
that.
I'm not gay, but I wish that vagina looked more like a penis, you know?
And I wish I could milk cum out of it into my sweet
Exactly.
little daddy mouth.
Exactly.
That's so bad. What is that, gay now? What does that make
These
me?
fucking liberals, dude. Turning everything gay.
Speaking of not being gay, dude, the chick that used to be on those fucking Bud Light cans,
Mhm.
oh my God, she was hot.
Yeah.
I would love to lick her huge pussy. You could milk her cum. for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, man. I'd be down.
This is a good question we've asked before, and
Hmm.
I think it's cut and dry. Like, there's no way you can defend one side. Like, I think it's very simple, the answer. What's gayer? And this is just fully like, what makes the person gayer to do? Like, what makes you think that they might be a gay person?
hmm
And it could be you specifically, too. Like, what do you think would be gayer for you to do? A
hmm
fully trans woman, so like beautiful woman, like big fake tits, nice body, but they got a wiener down there still. Have sex with her, or have sex with Justin, but it's a girl that transitioned into a guy, but she's still got her
But
pussy.
he's got a pussy.
Full pussy. Full
Yeah.
functioning pussy.
Honestly, I say if there's a pussy there, you're not gay. But if there's a penis, you're a little gay.
So I disagree. I think if there's a penis there and you play with it,
That's
you're,
gay.
you're gay.
Well,
And-
here's the thing. You can close your eyes and fuck the pussy. You know, right? But you can't not
Yeah, but
close your
here's
eyes
the
and
problem.
not feel the dick, you know?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
You just put your hands in the air
Yeah.
and you're scot free. You open your eyes at all and you just see Justin with his legs up, like, pound that shit, boy.
Yeah.
That's gay as hell.
That's a very good question. That's something that needs to be taught in
I
philosophy.
always say the trans is the least of the gays.
Okay.
Well, it's
Fucking a hot
like,
trans, that's not as gay as
'cause that's
fucking
the
a
thing. So
Justin.
if you're banging this girl or this whatever it is, I don't know anymore. Right, Ben Shapiro, he gets me.
Mhm.
But yeah, so you're banging this because it looks like a girl. Like
Mhm.
that's why you're attracted to it, because it is very feminine.
Yeah.
And then there's a
Mhm.
wiener down there. Now, if you look at that wiener and you're more, it makes you more excited. For sure, that makes you gay. But if
Yeah.
you're just banging this person because they look like a woman and they happen to have a wiener, I don't think it necessarily makes
So
you
you're
gay.
saying make love with the booty hole and just ignore the wiener.
If you bend them over,
Mhm.
you're not gonna. I
They still
get
got a mouth,
if you're
Heath.
banging a missionary position and it keeps slapping you in the pelvis.
Yeah, that's true. You
That doesn't
definitely would
sound-
want to go
And
doggy.
if they bust on you,
Mhm. Ooh.
Then-
Ooh, I'm
Just-
gay now.
and their wieners never fully get hard, the trans, so it's just like one of those wacky sprinklers.
Yeah.
There's no way to aim it. It's terrifying. But then opposed to if you can get hard to just a full looking man, but there's a pussy there,
See, that's the thing,
you
and that's
have
a
to
very
be a
good
little
point.
gay.
That's a very good point. I don't think I would get hard with just him and a pussy.
And here's the thing. This is best case scenario because Justin is a handsome man.
Mhm.
If it was like Chris,
Mhm.
but then again, the reason why I didn't say Chris is because
But
Chris,
Chris has tits. So
Yeah.
Exactly.
You can grip them, you can slam them.
And I'll say, if we were like in jail together, I would trade you cigarettes to jack off to your tits because they're
That's
not
so
bad.
sweet. That's how you know you have a real
I would
best
take
friend.
that.
Yeah.
I would need cigarettes, and you would need the jack
You could,
off.
like-
That's not gay. That's just friendship, dude.
That's just
And
compromise.
you could be reading. I don't need attention from you. I just need attention from your tits.
You probably want attention. I'll probably talk to you while you're doing it. I'm not
Aw.
gonna
How's your-
ignore you.
How's your jack
Aw.
going? It's a good jack. I'm not gonna lie, it's a nice jack.
It's not bad.
Not
Thank
the
you.
best jack I've had.
Lunch was good today.
So, what do you think? If you had to make a decision, though, just based on your own opinion, what's gayer?
You persuaded me. So
Yeah.
I originally went with just pussy, close your eyes. But that's a very good point. If I had to look at him, I would not be able.
But
I
you
would be.
s-
I
yeah.
would be very flaccid. You know.
And I understand. So,
And hear him with that
Mhm.
man voice.
yeah, that's the
Yeah.
thing too. You're gonna be fucking.
I'm
They're gonna
coming,
hear.
baby.
Oh,
Yeah.
coming!
Yeah.
You pound my pussy good.
Mhm.
That's not how
You
Justin
just
talks
convinced
at
me.
all.
We've never heard Justin have sex.
Let's
You
pull it
guys
up.
just convinced me to fuck a trans person.
Hell yeah!
But it has to be a good-looking trans. It
Yeah,
can't be an
only the
ugly
best.
Yeah.
Only the best.
It's getting so good now.
Yeah.
We've looked at like pre-op, post-op.
I know.
No.
I got tricked once. I got tricked one time, and I was so upset.
Haven't you had sex once?
Yeah, I've had.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I'm lucky
for
you.
what?
Like maybe like 2 years ago I got tricked. Like I was just enjoying my thing, my little pee,
Mhm.
and then I
Oh,
was
on porn.
exactly.
all right.
And then I found out that I was tricked, and it was like maybe I'm gay, you
Yeah.
know?
Oh no, you just keep going.
Yeah, at that point it was too late.
But
just
then you
know?
have to
come to that
reverse
with-
it. Like if it's Justin like putting butter on himself,
Mhm.
and you're like, oh no, I might be gay, and then it zooms down to just a perfect little pussy. You're like, oh, good,
I
I'm
get it.
straight.
Yeah.
Everything's.
Mhm.
I keep picturing Justin with a pussy, and it
God
makes me
damn
tired. I don't know why I get tired thinking about it.
Tired.
Yeah,
We'd go for a long time, Adam.
yeah. Oh, I can imagine.
Oh god.
I'd keep getting soft, and you would keep getting dry. We'd just lay down and watch a couple of Clint Eastwood movies.
We gotta turn this podcast into just an OnlyFans channel, you know?
It,
Oh,
might,
yeah.
it might have to.
Mhm.
yeah, OnlyFans might be the only ones that accept us.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But they're doing comedy now, and it's funny. You would think they would like do like super
That's why they
like
love us.
pervy comedy, but it's mostly just hot people, which makes sense too.
Mhm.
Like it's mostly just like good looking people doing like decent comedy. Like we had Leah Sampson on here; she just did it. And
Mhm.
I don't know how well those things do, but the production quality behind because they've done two of them here. It's like OnlyFans comedy show,
Yeah.
basically. which that's fine. I want more. I'm more of like a cam soda comedy show guy.
Yeah.
The cam soda's like not even the top cam girl site. It's just me doing 5 minutes just in a garage. Just live
The
stream.
camera's always lagging.
Yeah, I like the comedy where I'm getting fucked in my butthole.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's
It's
hilarious.
so funny, dude.
I will say when Leah was on here, and she's a black woman, so she was saying that white dudes think it's so funny to be gay, and we're like, we can't argue with that.
It is
It's
probably
really
the funniest
Dude,
thing ever.
I heard David Jolly bring it up one time, and I'm just like, you got me. It's true. It's
Yeah,
hilarious.
They don't do that at all. Like
No.
they're the complete opposite.
not allowed.
Like you could be goofing with a black guy, like, look, you could say the most crazy racist shit in the world, and you're like, then we'll bash dicks. They're like, what, motherfucker?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that'll stop real fast.
Mhm.
I would say a dick in a butthole will always be the funniest thing in the world.
It's so funny.
I've heard, I
Because
I
like
don't-
the thing about it is like the gay relationship. It's like one of them is like, I'm the man of the house. I'm the
There has
man
to
of the
be
house.
that,
Oh, we were
right?
talking about
And you're
this.
gonna respect me,
We were-
but also I need you to fuck me in my ass.
we were talking about this on the way to pick you up about the funny thing about gay sex is no matter how sweet and romantic it started out and how much they're in love and passionate, there's always a point where like, fuck my ass.
Like, there is, you can be like, I love you. You're my fucking heart and soul. I love you too, Eric.
God damn it, Eric! Jesus Christ!
You went a little too fast there. A little too
I
fast.
got shit in my dick hole, babe. Babe, you got shit in my dick hole.
Yeah, you tore my ass. It's bleeding.
By the way,
Shit.
I'm Uber eating Applebee's. Do you want this?
Blow out the candles. I'm gonna go take a bath. I don't like this.
Oh, you just have two
Day
dads.
night over. My ass is bleeding.
God damn it.
Because dude, we were at a gay club that did karaoke nights. It used to be like one of our favorite places to go in Tacoma.
Oh yeah.
Because like I don't know, most bars in Tacoma were just like dingy like dive bars, which are fun to drink at too. But it was a gay bar, and they would do karaoke nights, and it was awesome karaoke. Like who knew that the gays are good at singing?
Yeah.
Because I did. And there was these two black guys celebrating their anniversary, and he sang just a beautiful R&B song to him. And we both were like, that's more love than we'll ever accomplish.
Oh, yeah.
Like those dudes. But then they got to go home and be like, ow!
At least one of them. That poor bastard.
Give me a bag of ice. My asshole's bleeding.
Most gay guys I know are bottoms.
Yeah.
They like it. They want to be destroyed.
Crazy. I mean, I've heard, I don't know, apparently there's like something down there that makes you like it,
Yeah, you can get your prostate.
but it
milked.
just seems so invasive to me.
It
You know?
just seems rude.
Yeah,
It's a lot of work.
Exactly.
That's just not what I do with that very often.
The only one that makes me come is my doctor, you know?
When I take a shit, like I took a shit so hard the other day, it almost ripped my ass.
Mhm.
And when it got past the asshole, I was like, what a great relief. And I was like, imagine feeling that relief and then just it's back in. Daddy's back. And I mean, my dad's dick wasn't that big, so it wasn't
Yeah.
the gay sex I had.
Nice. Good
wasn't
come
that big
around,
of a-
dude. It's good.
Well, shit, we're well over an hour. right?
Yeah. So
All right.
hindsight. I mean,
Do you this will probably come out in about 2 weeks. Do you have anything coming up you want to plug at all?
Just, you know, if you want to follow me on Instagram, The Real Heath Man, I usually post my shows on there.
Hell yeah.
Mm.
Congratulations on all the success too, buddy. You're
Thank
killing
you,
it.
Yeah.
guys. I
How,
appreciate both
right
of
before
y'all.
we sign out, how was the arena shows?
Fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Very nerve-wracking, but, you know, we made it. We pulled through, and there's at least 2 more in the books.
Badass.
So
And you're going to be a part of both of them most
I
likely?
think so, yeah.
Hell yeah. Well,
Definitely Madison Square.
Fuck
Definitely.
yeah. I'm really happy for you, dude.
Thank
It's
you.
killing- And thank you for doing this. This was so
Of
much fun.
course. I
Yeah,
had so
thank
much
you.
fun.
Follow Heath Cortez, everybody, and he is not a child.